Aha! I should have known which button that was going to be. That doesn't bode well. No, my game's crashed. Right, well, let's try that again. And see if it works this time. Fortunately, this is looking promising. So, start a new game and go through the character creation, which is possibly one of the most entertaining parts of these games. I think I'll be ignoring the Discord prompt to go live on this occasion, but may well, or in fact almost certainly will be doing so in the future, either on Discord or onto my YouTube channel. Either one's going to be appropriate for me, I think. I always enjoy the start of these games.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison,
Sameness
first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
I'm going to try and do this first one
Wake
in
up.
half an hour or so.
We're here.
Mainly because it's a pre-recorded.
Why are you shaking?
I'm not sure I'm going to have that much to say.
Are you okay? Wake up.
However, I am going to have some fun with the character creation. I always used to instinctively go for the Imperials. I wanted to be that sort of major saviour type character, or maybe a Nord or something similar. At the moment, I actually favour the Khajiit. I quite like them. I suspect it's because I've got a ginger cat, and this comes up ginger naturally. Cat-like name, I can never really come up with one, so yeah. I think Thomas will do for this occasion. I quite like the idea of a hero called Thomas like this anyway.
Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say
Which
we've
is
reached
reasonably
Morrowind.
accurate. I tend
I'm
to
sure
sleep
they'll
through
let
those
us go.
storms.
Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
So ordinarily, I suspect I might be tempted to try and raid in all of the chests and barrels and bits on board here to see what I can get out of it. I keep getting caught when I tried it though, so I'm not going to do that again because it seems to break the game and send me to prison.
Get yourself
Somewhat
up on
ironic
deck and let's
when
go.
you're already a prisoner. If you've ever played Morrowind, you'll definitely notice that the water effects in the skybox are significantly upgraded by playing on this one, or using the Oblivion engine.
This is where they want you.
Not
Head
so
down
sure
to the
about the
dock and
character
I'll show you
models,
to the
but
census office.
It's better at the speed of walking up a bit.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where. Follow me up to the
Probably
office
from
and
the
they'll finish
boat
your
that
release.
just brought me. Yeah, you're going to let me go. This is probably one of my favourite aspects of the beginning of this game.
Yes,
the
we've been
infamous
expecting you.
quiz to
You'll
figure
have
out
to
your
be
character
recorded
class.
before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
So I think I'm going to take the
On a
quiz.
clear day, you chance upon a strange animal, its leg trapped in a hunter's claw snare. Judging from the bleeding, it will not survive long. What do you do?
Well, I mean, I'm playing as a cat. The chances are that you'd actually play with it for a while, but that's not an option. So I guess the closest in this case is not to interfere. Well,
One
we'll
summer
try that.
afternoon, your father gives you a choice of chores. What would you rather do?
Well, again, okay, I'm playing as a cat. There's no option here, is there? It's gonna go fishing.
Your cousin has given you a very embarrassing nickname, and even worse, likes to call you it in front of your friends. You have asked him to stop, but he finds it very amusing to watch you blush. What do you do?
Well, my normal temptation is to go for making up a story that turns it into a badge of honour. But I strongly suspect, if I'm going to stick with this sort of staying in character, that I should go for the first option. But no, actually, hang on, no. Just for once, I'll stick
There
with
is
this as
a
well.
lot of heated discussion at the local tavern over a group of people called telepaths. They've been hired by certain city-state kings. Rumor has it these telepaths read a person's mind and tell their lord whether a follower is telling the truth or not. You believe what?
Ooh, now. This is an interesting one. This is one of the reasons that I really do love gaming, because it gives you an opportunity to actually explore some of these controversial ideas. I mean, this is akin to people snooping on your email or phone conversations in many ways. Of course, I'm fairly certain I know what my cat would do in this case. It's a terrible idea. Don't want to know what
Your
she's
mother
thinking.
sends you to the market with a list of goods to buy. After you finish, you find that by mistake a shopkeeper has given you too much money back in exchange for one of the items. What do you do?
Ooh, and again, you get the ethical or moral dilemma of deciding what to do. So, which one? I feel like I should go for the top one. I'm saying that I'm gaming as a Christian, and therefore this is the type of thing I should do. So let's go for
While
that.
in a marketplace, you witness a thief cut a purse from a noble. Even as he does so, the noble notices and calls for the city guards. In his haste to get away, the thief drops the purse near you. Surprisingly, no one seems to notice the bag of coins at your feet. What do you do?
Well, again, I mean, I guess this is possibly the type of thing that you could have happen to you. I mean, I've never had someone drop a bag of gold at my feet, but I suspect that the right thing to do in this occasion is definitely to signal the guard and get it back to the owner. So
Your
let's go with
father
that.
sends you on a task which you loathe.
I suspect my
cleaning
character's
the
going to be
stables.
unbearably noble
On the way
in the way
there,
this is
pitchfork in hand, you run into your friend from the homestead near your own. He offers to do it for you, in return for a future favor of his choosing. What do you do?
Generally, I'd say it's better off not to be in debt, but personally, I'd go for the middle option. It's much easier.
Your mother asks you to help fix the stove. While you're working, a very hot pipe slips its moorings and falls towards her. What do you do?
Well, again, there's a sort of, you're going to get in the way of the hot pipe. I think that's crazy. Grabbing the hot pipe is also quite a daft option. So, to be honest, there's actually only one really sensible option there.
While in town, the baker gives you a sweet roll. Delighted, you take it
Sweet
into an
roll is
alley
the
to
classic
enjoy,
one that everyone
only
remembers.
to be intercepted by a gang of 3 other kids your age. The leader demands the sweet roll, or else he and his friends will beat you and take it. What do you do?
So, which one of these is the equivalent of fluffing your tail up and growling? I suspect it's going to be this one.
Entering town, you find that you are witness to a very well-dressed man running from a crowd. He screams to you for help. The crowd behind him seems very angry. What do you do?
power, my natural instinct is to go to the man's aid, because even if you're wrong, it's probably best not to lynch someone. On the other hand, I am playing as a cat.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
Well, this is always a tough one. Kind of depends on how I'm going to play. That looks like it might be the most useful one for me to start off with. We'll find out, I guess.
Interesting. Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celis Gravius.
So, I guess through here. I could probably get away with nicking half the stuff off the table, but I seem to have decided my character's going to be unbelievably heroic and good. However, this is the stealing, and I know there's this ring in here. So let's go for this.
Your papers, please.
It's not fully voiced, of course, but slightly more. So what's his background, I guess? So, the Emperor has personally authorised my release from prison for doing who knows what, and it is certainly mysterious. And let not the left hand know what the right hand's doing. I'm very tempted to put the sign above my piano as well. So, the Empire. I quite like the way you get all this exposition to explain to you the things that you're supposed to know. Is there anything wrong with your head? Well, possibly. So, what are my duties going to be? So, to take a package. It's releasing someone from prison to be a courier. Obviously, I know there's a little bit more to it than this, because I did get at least that far into the game. Grand total of 87 gold. I might have to arm myself at least a little bit, but we'll find out. And who am I going to see? Are there any good rumours? Yep, so the tax collector's missing. I can vaguely remember this one. I may have a nose around to see if I can find him. Oh look, the Neverine or Neverine? I can never figure out how to pronounce that. So there's apparently a lot of rumours going around. So let's have a look.
Think
at
it'll
what's going on.
rain?
And after all that, his comment is asking whether it's going to rain. I don't know, I've just got here. Never did see what class it decided I was. So apparently I'm a bard. Yeah, I can probably live with that. Personally, I would normally go with an archery type class. I like doing things from a distance. But let's see how this goes. Try something new for once.
The pleasure is mine. What may I do for you?
So here we go. It's possibly the worst bit of
All right,
going through a
I'm
plugin
listening.
is the disposition and persuasion meter. Of course, apparently he already likes me as much as he can, so that's fine. So what's this battle bring? So obviously I am being this sort of noble heroic type character, so I think that in this case I found it, and there'll be a bit of a reward in that for me at some point. So
3 blessings, friend.
Think it'll rain?
well, it's cloudy. It's a good bet. My character is clearly not very well dressed for this. The store has been here, so let's have a quick look. Don't think I've got very much in the way of cash, so... And he already quite likes me, so let's see what we've got.
Are you interested in purchasing my goods?
So I've got a whole 87 gold, so not a lot here. So I need to find something I can actually afford. This gives me a little bit left over. So 49 left over. Probably not going to be able to afford much. Maybe a couple of health potions. Yeah, okay, that's about it.
The day is yours.
So yes, I can just about equip my iron saber. Probably better get rid of the wrist irons. And see what I can remember. So I've already been told the tax collector's missing. And I think I can remember some of this, that it's probably somewhere over on the coast. So let's have a wander in this direction. I probably need to go somewhere over here anyway. I think he's right up on the coast. Though in the original game there's not all this grass, so you can't actually see all the models. How are we doing? So I've said I'm going to go for about half an hour just for this recording. I'd forgotten how bad the animations are on this. And yes, the monstery thing seems to have disappeared into the ground. Excellent. Ooh, rats. Seem to remember that it's a good idea to try the different mushrooms and things like that to acquire new skills and get to know them, so I'll give that a try in a bit. fairly certain you don't normally eat ferns, but we'll see. Aha, there we go, there's someone over there. That might be the chappie I'm looking for. Or is there? Could have sworn I saw something. Not a crab. I've never quite figured out what rats and mud crabs are doing with gold, but there we go. So, let's see if I can find this tax collector. I know he's around here somewhere. Possibly somewhere along here. Let's see. Not unless I'm feeling particularly cat-like and wanting to play with things. So I thought I had an idea where to find the body. Apparently I'm not. Ooh, I found a tomb. Something tells me that entering into tombs at this level is probably not going to end well for me, but let's give it a try and see what happens. I somehow don't think my iron saber is going to be up to much. I can't even hit it. Of course I do have some flares, so... Okay, maybe not. Discretion is the better part of valor, and... follow. On that note, I think I will probably call it just for this quick video, but we'll maybe return at a later point with a live stream, or I may start up with streaming a game of New World. If you actually let me know what you'd like me to do, what you'd like to see, what you'd like me to be talking about, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I hope to see you live when I'm actually start a live stream. I suspect possibly next week, or maybe on a Wednesday evening. I think it's going to be the time time I will normally aim for. So I will sign off for now.